And we are live from the DNVR Bar on the corner of Colfax and York in downtown Denver, Colorado. It's DNVR Bets Daily. RK, Professor Dre, the math magician. So great to be doing a podcast in person with you, my guy. And
so true.
It coincides, so coincidentally, with the return of sports. Don't tell me about some MLS or anything else. The return of sports begins tomorrow when MLB teams take the field for real games that count. I mean, maybe the return of sports was today when Bull put 16, 10, and 6 down. I know that game didn't count, but that game counted more than like anything else has counted in a while.
Yeah, Christian Pulisic and Bull, I think, are ensuring that American sports for the next 15 years will be just fine.
I had Christian Pulisic.
Sure.
I'm going with that. Sure. I had Christian Pulisic to score and Arsenal and Chelsea to win.
Yeah.
And I definitely lost that bet.
Yeah.
Went back into my DraftKings Sportsbook, a little present under the tree. Pulisic didn't score. I mean, he did score, but they lost. He didn't start. And because he didn't start, the bet was void. So shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook for having my back, because if I would have just lost, I would have never noticed.
Yeah.
So anyways, baseball returns tomorrow. And man, I didn't know this, Dre, until I opened up my DraftKings Sportsbook app and looked at the matchups tomorrow. We've got 2 games.
Yep.
And they are great matchups. You've got the Yankees taking on the Washington Nationals and the Giants and the Dodgers. Of course, classic Giants-Dodgers. If it's national TV, it's probably Giants-Dodgers.
So true.
Yes. Regardless of how trash the Giants are or anything
right.
like that. If it's national TV, it's West Coast, Giants-Dodgers it is.
That's
but
right.
We're getting Garrett Cole and Max Scherzer in the first game, and we're getting Johnny Cueto and Clayton Kershaw in the second game. I mean, I know I was talking about bombs, but you do love to see, 4 aces on the first day of MLB baseball.
It's very nice. It's a very, very nice, and it might change a bit of a betting trend in baseball for us. Maybe the KB over becomes the
ML Bunder.
Ooh.
ML Bunders.
Oh, I think we just had a bunder. Not a blunder, a bunder. I love that. Okay,
yeah, the ML
great.
Bunder. That's at least how we're going to start this. I really like these 2 matchups.
Yep.
I'll probably tune in after the Oddcast Cup finishes up, which we're working on odds for that. No, not really. But you can set odds if you want, Dre. Where are you putting me and Hank?
I think plus 200's fair.
Whoa, I was thinking
the betting public
plus 130 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You guys played poorly. They played poorly, and they still won.
Right, but we played more poorly.
Well, I understand, but I think if they pick their games up, maybe the distances are a little more pronounced.
Let me just tell you this, Dre. I played my best round of the year today. I'm as locked in as I've been in a long time.
I like it.
So...
But, I'm just a sportsbook making an honest line to generate action on both sides. I'm not the sharp hammering the plus 200 because I have the inside scoop.
All right, fair. Hit the 200 is what I'm saying.
That's right.
Hit the 200. Okay.
Yes.
So anyways, we've got over under 7.5 in this first game. Now, that's low. But
that's low.
You're talking about, I was telling you this, like, if these guys give up 3 runs in a start, that's a below average start for them.
Big time.
And both could give up 3, and you're still under. Now you'd be counting on the bullpens to hold it tight. I think these are both low scoring games.
Yeah, and adrenaline's up because it's the first game and you're on TV again, and it's a game that actually matters. And so the bullpens will be helped by that. I think maybe adrenaline can help pitching a little more. Maybe hitting you can get a little too whack happy. Now, the Yankees do have a formidable lineup, but against this one, against Max Scherzer, under 7.5 seems pretty honest. A 3-3 will do.
Absolutely a 3-3 or a 4-3.
We can't have ties, right?
Yeah, no.
With the new format?
Thank God, no ties. No ties ever.
Okay.
Wait, are ties in play now?
I think ties are somewhat in play. Henry, can you confirm? We have a new research department now.
Yeah, Henry, come on, hurry up.
Of course, someone will be starting on second base in extra innings. You know about that.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to end this stuff quick.
Which seems so odd. Like, couldn't they have done that when I was cut off from beer in the stands?
Does COVID risk go up in the 11th inning?
Right. This was explained to me by Michaela on TDSP. They're doing it to try and save players and not overuse. To me, it's like 60 games. It's time to play as late as need be.
Every game should now be 12 innings, just standard.
Right. Yeah, when I took like a 17-day vacation, mind you, worked the entire time, came back.
How we do things here.
That's right. I wasn't saying, oh, hey, now I also need an additional... anytime you ask me to work late, I won't be able to do it because, I'm kind of tired from my vacation.
I'll give you 10 minutes.
Right, exactly.
You need my help? 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes after 7 o'clock.
Right, like what kind of logic is this?
Henry, did you figure it out yet?
No.
Okay. Good job. Good job, Henry.
It was on the table at some point. Henry is employed to basically be someone who could professionally, competently Google things, but he has failed in this regard. So
I'm saying no ties. That's
No
just
ties.
my general guess.
Okay, fine.
But heck, if three ties on the table, I'll take that.
Beautiful. Sounds great.
All right, so we're taking the under in the first game. I think that one is going to be an easy hit.
And I'll tell you what more. With Max Scherzer on the mound, I think at plus 123, the money line for the Nationals feels good too. Nationals, not a team I'll be high on throughout the season, but the defending champs coming in the first game with their ace on the mound, that I kind of like the sound of. Especially with the money line, you're
He
getting
lost
the extra
Anthony
juice.
Rendon. I'm not interested.
It's one game. It's Scherzer.
Just give me the under. I don't want to care about who's winning or anything other than that.
Okay.
I'm rooting for pitchers.
Fair enough. I like that.
All right, next game, 8 o'clock. The first one's at 5 o'clock. That is an early start. We've waited long. We've waited long enough. They're gonna give it to us early.
Yeah, I guess so. You'll still be on the golf course.
Hopefully not.
Okay.
Hopefully we're done by around 4:45.
Well, then we're going to look at some props here. But
All right, Thursday, of course, 8 o'clock p.m. Giants and Dodgers. Johnny Cueto, Clayton Kershaw playing at Dodger Stadium. Notable pitcher-friendly park. Kind of.
Sure, kind of.
Under 8 is what I'm taking. Only minus 103 here. I realize that the Dodgers have a extremely potent offense, and Cueto isn't the type of ace that we were talking about in the first
Max
matchup.
Scherzer. Yeah.
But I don't care. They can win 7-0.
They sure could. Boy, 7-0 would make this feel so sweet. That would be a nice under win.
I mean,
man, this just got me excited about betting on baseball again. Let's go.
Well, what's really cool is we've talked about 4 people. I know who all of them are.
That's right.
I know all of these guys.
And you actually know that the Dodgers lineup is formidable.
Right.
If I were to put you on the spot, you could name at least like 4 of their batters.
Yes, I might be able to go through the whole.
Outstanding.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
Real sports.
That's pretty
what I mean.
wild.
Real sports. And I think we're gonna start off hot here. Now unders. Remember,
always start
unders
off
and
hot.
underdogs.
Yeah.
Unders and underdogs is when the public knows more. That's what goes up. People love to bet overs and people love to bet favorites.
Yep.
We're gonna try to be an unders and underdogs team here.
We're trying to be smart, and we will talk to you on Friday when we hammer all the overs, and that ends real quick.
The KB over stretch was so great. When we were going like 3-2 every night on overs.
One of the great times of my life, absolutely. And we will start hot. That's the thing. We always start hot. We're a betting show. We have to start hot. This is how we'll suck you in, and then things will go terribly. Henry's looking at me like he might have some answers. Henry, are you going to let me down?
Well, first,
Oh, boy.
runners on second
Yeah, we know about runners on second.
in the extra innings.
Yes.
But can it end in a tie? Henry's just telling us about the runner on second, which we mentioned a full 5 minutes ago. Oh, man.
We could have had Hank on the show, says Allie. Yeah, there's a reason that we didn't.
Frankly, he might just get kicked out of this room. Forget on the show. I might not talk to him anymore.
Henry, can you get a big leaf and wave me down? It's really hot over here.
That's right. It's getting hot.
Okay, so anyways, under is the move.
Now, first 3 innings. Remember how fun those were when pitchers were good?
Can we quickly just go through our stages of COVID betting? KBOs.
KBO.
I once dabbled in table tennis.
Won money on table tennis.
Oh, yeah. I'm
so-
undefeated on table
Yeah,
tennis.
live betting. by the
Igor
way.
for the MF win.
That's right. I had a brief but very painful Faroe Island soccer.
Oh, God. Faroe Island soccer
was not profitable.
had its way with us.
That's right.
then we discovered the UFC, which was just lovely.
Godsend.
Yeah,
Actually, Curtis Blades came on the show to guide us through the first one, so that really helped.
We were
Lots
like
of
4-1.
juicy upsets, yes.
4-1 first UFC. I was like, UFC is the greatest sport of all time.
That's right.
What else did we dabble in?
Then we started with the Bundesliga. Our good friends from the Cover 2 podcast came on.
We
struggled.
Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Because it screwed us real good.
That was the least impacted by COVID because they didn't get crazy with the schedule. They started early enough, and it kind of went chalk, which kind of hurt us. I think we were more predicting the unpredictable.
Unders and underdogs.
Yep. We should have stuck to unders and underdogs.
And we always say in Denver we trust. Like that, that was a big part of the beginning of this show.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to trust Denver yet.
I mean, a couple local UFC fighters. That's about it. Yeah.
They were great.
They were, for the most part, yes.
So we went to the Bundesliga, and then there was like a big dry period. We finally got the Premier League.
Yes.
And that was a big thing for us because
we kind of discovered golf.
And golf came through big.
Golf came through.
We were hot on golf matchups early. Of course, Morikawa paid for like all the losses on all of these things.
Morikawa is funding anything. It's the only reason we can keep the bar open, frankly.
Colin Morikawa is the main investor in DNVR.
What's keeping us in business. It's the only thing paying for Henry's salary, and even that's regrettable at this point. I wish we would have reinvested that in more Colin Morikawa wages, frankly.
Unfortunately, Colin Morikawa not out there this week, but there we go. So we went through all of that. Now we got MLB tomorrow. We've got 2 unders. Can't wait for those to hit. Can't wait for some 1-0 games or 7-0. That's fine too.
We'll take it. Yeah.
And then we also have golf this week. So
yeah.
Remember last week we had guest picks from Spencer Smith.
Yeah.
This week we have guest pick from Spence, and then we also have a guest pick from his brother Mitchell. Both of these guys PGA pros, so they know a little thing about this. And I gotta say, Spencer was a little bit more convincing in his his delivery on this. Now, that's not to discount Mitch and what he had to say.
Yeah.
But Spencer came with like some serious background info.
Yes.
On is his name Eric Van Rooyen? Rooyen.
I don't
want to ruin his name.
He's South African, so those guys go a little which way.
Okay, Eric Van Rooyen.
Cool.
Eric Van Rooyen. Now, Spencer told us this guy went to University of Minnesota.
Yep.
His wife went to University of Minnesota.
Also Gopher.
And this week, he's not staying at an Airbnb. He's not staying at a hotel. He's not staying at anything like that. He's staying with his in-laws. And the in-laws always have a comfy guest room bed.
Hopefully. We can only hope.
I have a good feeling about this
guessing
one.
Van Rooyen and, the family that's all gone to the University of Minnesota, and he's a golf pro. I think you're correct. I think you've identified the proper, in-laws here.
So as Spencer said, horses for courses. And love that too. And this is this guy. He's very comfortable on this course. He's played here many times before. He's staying with family.
Yes.
Can have home-cooked meals when he gets back. All the things that make a good golf round, a good golf week, he's got it all put together.
Love it.
So he's plus 3,500 to win the tournament.
Yep.
And plus 400 to finish top 10. Top 10, I think, is going to get a unit from me. And we'll give
the old college sprinkle.
The old sprinkly do on the plus 3,500 for the win.
Add that 50 cents, as I like to do.
The old 50 cents.
A little extra.
Once you throw down $1, now it's $1.50.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it more than $1.50 on this one. 35 to 1. At least get yourself to 100.
It's not bad.
Winnings.
I mean, we need to introduce this field where the 3 highest favorites are Dustin Johnson, 80 and 80 last weekend.
That's not like his test scores. He shot 80 2 days in a row and then went home.
That's right. Yeah, that's not his DNVR player grade, which is decent.
A thing that Andre invented.
Yeah, well, kind of. It's debatable, the origins. We'll get into that. When we write the book, we'll get into that. And so Dustin Johnson, and he's the big favorite at 12 to 1. Tony Finau fell apart on Sunday. I mean, fell apart. Lost himself
go easy on my
$1 million.
guy. Go easy on my guy.
And then Brooks Koepka, who's the 55th most accurate drive hitter. So the accuracy has just lost him. So he's got all this power. It doesn't mean anything. The field is weak. The tournament doesn't mean much. We know Brooks is only a big game hunter.
Yep.
You'll
never catch us betting on Brooks in a non-major event.
That's right. It's a weak field with the 3 big favorites really not giving you any confidence. So someone like Van Rooyen really feels nice at 35-1.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about him is that the Van isn't capitalized.
Yeah, that actually is kind of a knock. I would agree on that.
But, I mean, comfortable on the course. That is everything. Like, we talk about it as a thing. That is everything. Now, I realize Jim Furyk shot like 400 over in the last 2 days last week after I said he was going to be comfortable on that course, but he looked damn comfortable for 2 days. So comfortability is huge for these guys.
And it helps me that you're not just saying being comfortable on the course is good, and I'm like, yeah, well, no crap for you, it probably is. But I mean, to hear,
are you saying I can talk myself into anything?
To say that, what are they? They're something pros. They're PGA
pros, yeah.
Okay, that PGA pros say the same thing gives me a lot of confidence.
Are you saying that I'm a PGA pro?
No, you're not. You're a DNVR Bets Daily pro. That's your profession.
Just barely. Okay, and then so Mitchell gave us his pick, and we talked about this guy a little bit this week.
Yeah.
And this is a guy from Colorado, Valor Christian High School,
100-1,
who Mitchell actually competed against. I said I competed against him last week, and I was like, This is the softest use of the term competed against in history. Mitchell actually competed against him. Apparently, Spencer was telling me that Mitchell had 6 straight tournaments where he finished in second place to Wyndham Clark.
Oh, man. Devastated.
That's when you're thinking crowbar at that point.
Well,
I would.
That sounds like a lot of athletes competed against Valor kids, though, in the state of Colorado lately.
And as I told Spencer, Valor doesn't count, so Mitchell won all those tournaments.
That's exactly. I think that's a great way to see it. Yes, I'd agree with that wholeheartedly.
It's like,
it's like the John Rahm line we had going into Sunday last week for the PGA. Was you could bet on John Rahm, or you could just take who was going to come into second place.
Right, yeah. They took John Rahm off the board and said who's going to get second. And that's what you should do in any sport that Valor is competing in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Spencer gave out Wyndham Clark.
100-1.
Wyndham Clark is 100-1.
Nice.
But even more enticing, plus 800 to finish in the top 10. That's really good value, 8-1 on that. And hey, this isn't just a shot in the dark because we know who the guy is. Wyndham Clark, 5th place last year. T5 last year at this tournament. Horses for courses.
Yep.
We're going to try and stick to that motto. And
I love that so much.
I do too. So there you go. A lot of good value there on those guys, and I'm super interested to see how those two do. You can build the narrative for either of these guys.
Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, if we're sticking to that, hearing those guys talk really got me thinking, well, Matt Wolff, the defending champ, a young golfer who was able to win this with an insane eagle to beat out our guys, Colin Morikawa and Bryson DeChambeau last year. Well, now he comes at 25-1. Right? Yeah, 25-1 for a guy in a kind of a shallow, weak field without someone who comes in where you're like, man, that guy's really on fire. Wolff has been playing some decent golf. He's won here before. He feels good. If you're going a little on the safer side than the picks that our pros gave you, I think Matt Wolff should probably be one of the favorites and not 25-1.
What's his top 10? Did you see that?
Yeah, top 10. We've got him at plus 265.
Okay.
Even that's not terrible, though.
Plus 265 seems low for him. Anyways,
yeah.
I'm a Wolves guy. Wolves
across the board.
And just across the board.
Yep. Lobos.
I watched this guy swing the club. I'm out on him. Too herky-jerky.
Doesn't
swervy.
have your style, huh?
Like, I don't ever understand how someone develops a swing like this. I mean, Jim Furyk does it too, so I can't.
Yeah.
I'm a Jim, but Jim's had my heart for a long time. This guy comes out of nowhere, whipping the club around like he's, at a
rodeo,
a honky tonk, and it really is a huge turnoff for me. I can't watch a guy like that.
It's
for
like
too
those
long.
pitchers with a lot of moving parts and not a natural, but they somehow make it work.
He might as well be a submarine pitcher.
I love submarine pitches.
Well, there you go. You're a Matthew Wolf guy.
I'm all in, baby. I'm all in.
All right. So yeah, I feel most confident about Van Rooyen, and I'm gonna ride that as much as I possibly can. I actually looked. Maybe there's something going on here that we don't know, but he's not available right now for any matchups, or else I'd be in on those.
Any of the round ones, right?
Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on those, but I like Van Rooyen, and at 100-1, Wyndham Clark can get a sprinkling as well.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, both feel like nice odds to go in the top 10 as well. That's where you might be a little safer.
It's definitely where you're safe. All you need is the guy to play 4 good rounds of golf. Doesn't have to be special. Doesn't have to be special to finish top 10.
Parlay them both to end up in the top 10?
Maybe.
Okay. We're going to try that out while you tell the good people about DraftKings.
All right. The good people. DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to go for all of your betting needs. And we are having a ton of fun betting over at DraftKings. There's always these awesome props. Andre, we didn't even talk about the home run special.
Yes.
If any, we're both in on this. If any All-Star from 2019 hits a home run tomorrow or Friday, we get 1-to-1.
Yeah.
25 to win 50. Insane deal. It's just one of the many awesome props that DraftKings Sportsbook hits you up with when you sign up. It's when you use the code DNVR to sign up. So shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook and everything they're doing. Of course, if you want to get in on DraftKings Sportsbook and get that $1,000 sign-up bonus, you got to go and use the code DNVR when you sign up. But you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. The deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Think of that prop. If the Rockies, the game they played yesterday, they'd have 3 homers. David Dahl, Daniel Murphy, Nolan Arenado.
You won the bet twice.
You won the bet twice.
In
just
one game.
with the Rockies.
Yeah, this is classic DraftKings free money.
Yes.
And if it doesn't happen, something terrible has happened.
I mean, I honestly think it's numerically impossible. There are so many names on here I have to scroll just to see every eligible All-Star.
Name off as many as you possibly can.
Gary Sanchez, Carlos Santana, DJ LeMahieu, Alex Bregman, Jorge Pulaski, Mike Trout.
I think you only got 1 per second. You got to speed up.
I'm not a fast reader, sorry.
Anyways,
names are
a lot of options out there for this, and don't let this one slip away.
That's right.
We also have the Rockies special on. Oh gosh, what was that? Was it if anyone hits you get $5 per run? Was that what it was? $5 per home run? No, $5.
Wait, that was just for Rockies? Get $5 for home run your team hits. Yeah. Oh, right.
So we're taking
the featured MLB game, right?
Right. We're taking the Rockies. It's 1 bet per game, so I'm gonna hit all 3 of these.
Yes.
$25 bet, you get a $5 free bet for every home run.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay. So we're in on that.
Yeah.
Anything else, Dre, that we need to get to here on the betting slate as we prepare for the MLB to come back tomorrow?
I will be placing the Nationals money line bet. I'm looking forward to parlaying MLB with some Italian soccer just because that sounds fun. Juve can lock up the league tomorrow at Udinese. They're a -186. That's very intriguing. Atalanta and Milan, the 2 best playing teams in the Italian league, play each other. My heart is torn with my brain there, so I won't be giving a pick, but that'll be a fun one to bet on live. And we got baseball. We got a little Italian soccer. Golf's going to start. It's going to be great. And you're playing golf.
I am playing golf.
So best of luck to you, my friend.
Thank you so much. We have the Oddcast Cup tomorrow.
Follow that along.
The rematch. It's everything. I need this, Dre. I really, really need this. So Oddcast Cup tomorrow. Me and Hank taking on Vic and Moj. They got us last time, 2 up with 1 to go.
Come
on. We won't be fooled again. Hank and I went to Montana. We conducted a full-scale training camp.
That's outstanding.
We've been running upstairs. We have pros advising us.
This is great.
We just recorded a new podcast that you guys will hear about in the morning.
Wow.
So it's all coming up.
All right.
It's all coming up, RK and DNVR.
Beautiful. I love it. And Dre, right? Because we might have fired Hank after this episode, so we'll see.
Oh, he just rolled it. I don't know if I've ever seen Hank roll his eyes.
He
like
gave
that.
us the double eye roll hand throw up, so he's very.
I think he's fed up with you.
Very
you guys are gonna have to hash
disappointed
this
in
out.
himself. It's been great to be here live. This is a new shtick I can pick on Hank.
Right. Hank's got to be here every show.
This is the greatest time of my life, once again.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in to DNVR Bets Daily. We had a bunch of fun, and we will talk to you tomorrow.